With Chozo Rune's water now being squeaky clean, let's head to Magmoor Caverns to explore what we couldn't miss in Magmoor Caverns. As soon as we enter, we instantly run into the namesake of Magmoor Caverns, the Magmoors. Magmoors get their name from the fact that when they spew fire, they're spewing magma, meaning more magma, Magmoor Caverns, you get the gist. The puffers are really cool enemies that when you shoot them, release poison gas. But the only odd thing about them is their name, because when you think of puffer, you think usually of pufferfish, or a puffer as in someone who smokes a lot of nicotine products. And the latter, I really hope it wasn't Nintendo's intention, because if it was, it's kind of like they're advertising smoking to a bunch of young teenagers who played this game. And I really doubt Nintendo intended this, but it's just an odd coincidence. A side room in Magmoor Caverns leads us into a massive cage residing over an open lava pit, leading us to a power-up. However, other than the power-up, there has to be another purpose for a room with this specific of geometry. The only logical answer is that the space pirates would utilize this room to cook up some triclops by raising the lava level through the grating, causing a perfect boil, cooking them to perfection. The first of two main locations in Magmoor Caverns is a secluded pirate base. Reading the terminals we find here reveal that the pirates are utilizing geothermal energy to keep this base operational. Though, knowing the pirates' history of being non-eco-friendly, why would they utilize such an environmentally friendly option for this specific base? Thinking of the locale and how volatile combustible gases being released from mining would be, it's safe to assume they don't utilize any fossil fuels because of the constant risk of combustion due to lava. After a detour to Vendrama Drifts, we make our way to an area with many underground lava flowways covered by grates. While we know there's a draining mechanism we can use to clear out these paths, why would this be required when it seems there's only a minuscule amount of lava inside the flowways? The only semblance of an answer has to be that the lava on Talon 4 is severely affected by tidal forces. These forces generated by the moon cause the lava to rise, explaining all the extra space the flowways have to compensate. One of the most important enemies in Magmoor Caverns are the puddle spores. Without them, there would be no way to cross many of the gaps in these caverns safely, though with them being so indispensable to Samus's journey, the fact we have to shoot these creatures to traverse them is risky and quite sad when they are so helpful. But judging by the way when you shoot them they roll over on their back like a dog would, it's safe to assume that the puddle spores either eat Samus's power beam like a treat, rolling over to attempt to get another, or feel the beam as a dog would when it's getting pet, rolling over to try to get belly rubs. As we all know, Magmoor Caverns is the home of the final projectile upgrade, the Plasma Cannon, though before acquisition, you must utilize immense Morph Ball skill not only to clear puzzles, but also Magnet Ball your way through an extensive Morph Ball obstacle course. This course, while pretty straightforward, is extremely punishing, with one wrong step leading to restarting the whole course. Not many other areas can compete to the rigor of this segment, even comparatively to areas with bosses. This risk factor was so great that near launch, the stress many players experienced would cause them to physically curl up in a ball as a stress response to this section. Why this phenomenon occurred is unknown, and it's even more odd that this experience is no longer had by players of Prime in the present day. But one thing is certain, the human Morph Ball incident left many players in shambles, with Nintendo never reimbursing them for their troubles. And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, consider doing what you believe is right to the video.